Hey friends, it is Jenna, what is up, and welcome back to the Board Game Garden, and welcome to another declutter slash cull my board game collection. I figured it being the beginning of 2024, I would go into this year kind of getting rid of some games that I feel like I just don't need in the collection anymore. I've been finding that I've been coming down here to our board game room and just feeling very overwhelmed by the amount of board games that we have. Also, one thing that I did the last time that I reorganized our collection was that I ended up putting all of our games together, no matter if it was a game that I had played before or a game that I had not played, and I do think that that is affecting the way that I'm getting things played. So what I need to do, the first thing that we're going to do today is I'm going to go through all these shelves and I'm going to get all of the unplayed games off those shelves and back onto this shelf behind you guys that is for my unplayed games. I don't know if I'm going to have enough room on that shelf, but we will see. I also have a few shelves in my office, so I'm going to use those as well. A lot of the times those are actually shelves that I use for games that I am doing like previews on, so most of the time that's where like prototypes go. But I'm gonna have to put some of the unplayed games on those shelves as well. And maybe I might have to get another shelf. We will see. But yes, I do wanna go through this collection. I really wanna get rid of some stuff and just feel a little bit lighter. I would love to get my collection. I think it's gone well over 300 now, and I'd really like to get it back down to like 250. That would be really, really nice. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get rid of that many games today, obviously. I do have a lot of unplayed games, and I feel like this is going to allow me to really see what I need to get played, whether that is a review copy from a publisher or if it is a game that I just purchased myself or I got gifted or anything like that. I will be able to see them all together, which is something I did before and I don't know why I changed it. So we're gonna do that. And then I also have another little project that I'm wanting to do soon. So I will be taking some of the smaller box games off the shelves and putting those into a pile for another little project. If you have any idea what that project is, I would love to hear your guesses down below. I'm very excited for this project. So you guys will see a video on that in the near future. But yeah, I also do want to point out that yes, I am sick and I'm still filming this video. I'm good. I'm feeling a lot better than I was the last few days. And I'm here and we are gonna do this cull. So if you guys want to see what games I cull from the collection, just this whole process, then just keep on watching. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy. Also hit the subscribe button down below if you've yet to do so. We'd love to have you here in the garden. And without further ado, let's get into this declutter and cull video, shall we? All right, friends, so like I said, before we get into actually decluttering anything, I need to go through all of these shelves here. I think I'm going to just put everything onto the table, and those are going to be all the games that I have yet to play. So these are going to be unplayed games. I'll put them on the table and then I will try to reorganize my unplayed game shelf. Let's quickly do that. Let's go through all these things. You guys can also see that we have started some nice piles on the floor, which is something that I do not want to have happen. And this is kind of the reason why I wanted to do this video, because this is not good. So I'm gonna go and get all of my unplayed stuff off of these shelves. All right, so those are all of the unplayed games, all off of the shelf. I think everything that's over here, I've played all of that. So none of that is unplayed, but yes, I took everything off the shelf that is unplayed, and we are going to try to fit some of them onto this unplayed shelf. It's pretty full already, but I do think I'm gonna have to end up like stacking some on the side or something like that, which is fine. I do probably need to just get another shelf. It would probably be better if I could get like an actual more proper board game shelf, like a Kallax. This one is like one of those like lean against the wall ladder shelves, which is not great. But yeah, it's all right. It'll do the job. Let me change up the camera angle and we will figure out how to fit all of these unplayed games on this shelf. All right, so let me quickly start off by taking this guy off, my little Google Home. That has to be moved. Alright, so that is everything for my unplayed shelf. It is looking lovely, and actually seeing everything together like I had before makes me feel really good. So I have no idea why I switched it up. I was maybe just trying to make my collection look good and not thinking about the functionality, but this is functional. So now whenever I'm actually looking for a game to teach to friends, or if I want to live stream a solo game, I can look at this shelf and see the games that I still need to play. So this is a mixture of like review copies, copies I've purchased myself, gifts from people, things like that. So yes, this is my unplayed shelf. Not as bad as I thought. I really thought I was going to be like closer to 100. I will say that there are a few in my office, so it might be closer to 70. I also have Oathsworn over here, Vinos, and I also have Artisans of Splendid Vale as well. So a few like bigger box games, Mythwind as well. But within the next few months, I'm hoping to get started on some of those campaign games. So yes, it's definitely closer to like 70, but that's a lot better than the 100 that I was thinking I had. Also, I'm pretty far away from the camera right now, so hopefully you guys can still hear me. I'm not gonna say this video is gonna be great, but also the lighting is probably not great either, but it's okay. Chill video. So this is going to be the start of the call in this video. What we've already done is I've just like moved around games, but we have not gotten rid of anything yet. So this is the true beginning of the call, and I need to be strict with myself, and I need to think whenever I look at a game, is it a game that, one, I can play with family, two, I can play with friends, or can I play it solo? If a game has none of any of those things, or if I don't think I'll be able to play them with any of those three or in any of those three situations, it's going to leave. No matter how much I want to keep it, it's gonna have to go. Okay? Okay. So, starting off at the top here. Awesome trick-taking game. Really enjoy that one. Love these two. This is the Fox and the Forest Duet. This is a two-player only cooperative. Is this one the cooperative? Yes, this one's the cooperative trick-taking game. Francis and I have enjoyed this one in the past. My only thing is Francis doesn't want to play board games with me anymore. So, do I keep it? Because it's trick-taking, I'm going to keep it. Okay? Okay. But I am going to get rid of Gasha. I might actually give this to my niece and my nephew, because I feel like they would really enjoy this one. It's for 2 to 6 players. It's a really cute game. I enjoyed it when I played it the one time, but I just feel like it is a very simple game, and if I'm going to be playing this with anybody, it is going to be with my niece and nephew. So I'm going to give it to them, and then they can play it with me. So we're going to get rid of Gasha. I'm pretty sure the last time that I did a call, this one I almost got rid of, and then I put it back. So it's actually getting called this time, but not technically because I'm just giving it to my family, but it's fine. Railroad Ink. I love to play solo. Not happening. Who in the Room is a game that I purchased off of Amazon. I might actually just give this one to my parents, because my parents really love like conversational games. So I feel like this one would be fun to play with my family, but just not have in the collection. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call this one Bam. Splitto is a great large player count card game. Love that. Also, I have Walk and Roll along with the Korean Wave expansion. Very excited to play this, both multiplayer and solo. Super pumped to have those. So those I am keeping. Okay. Radlands is another 2-player only game that I don't know if I'm ever gonna play, but we'll just hope, because I do know Francis really enjoys Radlands. We have the Castles of Burgundy, the card game. This one is fun, but if I do want to play Castles of Burgundy, I think I'm most likely always going to play the full game. The crappy thing about this one is that I did lose the rules for it. I don't know if it just like didn't come with rules. So I'm always like, well, if I'm not gonna be able to like sell it, I might as well keep it. But like you can get the rules online. I don't know. I'll keep it. I had fun with it. Castle Party, loved it. Arboretum, my city roll and build. The Crew I love. Inside Job was really fun. It's like The Crew, but with a hidden traitor. Botanic I really love. Downtown Farmers Market. Mr. Cabbage Head's Garden. Spirits of the Forest. Cat in the Box. Savernake Forest. Okay, so all of these I'm keeping. These are all great party games. Doodle Dash, just one. So Clover. Explorers I really enjoyed solo, so I will be keeping that one as well. Forever Home I really liked solo. Caper Europe is another 2-player game. At one point I might just have to get rid of all of my 2-player games, because honestly, I guess I could play 2-player games with friends. Like Aiden sometimes comes over and we play 2-player games. So maybe I just play them with him. Here's hoping Francis gets back into board games so I can play more 2-player games. By the Vote is one that we found at PAX Unplugged recently. Very fun game. Diced Veggies we love. Green Team Wins. Rolling Realms. Fun Facts. Decrypto. Night of the Ninja. I don't know if I'm ever going to get this one played. I think I bought it off my friend Aiden. Honestly, I really would love to play this with friends. I think I'll keep it. See if I can get my family or Francis' family to play it one time. I think that would be fun. Floor Plan. The Winchester Mystery House is a good one. It's another roll and write. We have Canvas, which this is one that before I started doing the call, this was one of the ones that I was thinking about, like, oh, maybe I should call Canvas because we don't really play it that often anymore. But it is a fun one. It's beautiful. I feel like we just had it on the wall for so long that we forgot that it was actually a game, because you can like hang it up on the wall. So maybe I will keep it for now. If it doesn't get played like anytime soon in the future, then I will get rid of it. But we also have the White Castle, which is Blossom. Isle of Cats Explore and Draw. These two will be condensed soon. Hopefully you guys can see. Yeah, this is Cascadia and Cascadia Landmarks. I will be putting those together. Beacon Patrol, I love solo. Dinosaur Island Rar and Right, I also love. Lanterns. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I need to be taking out some of these smaller box games for a certain reason. I will go back and take out a few of these. But I think Lanterns is actually one of them that I'm going to be taking out and doing something with in a project that you guys will see soon. So this one's actually going to be taken off of the shelf and put into a pile. Catch the Moon is a fun dexterity game. Animals Gathering, technically this is a prototype, and I do really want to play this with more people. So this one I just need to remember that I have and that I want to play. It is technically, like I said, a prototype, and I typically don't keep prototypes, but I really like this one, and I want to play it with more people, so I'm going to keep that one there. Super Skill Pinball was fun. Anomia 4X or 3X or whatever it is, the spicy one. This one I haven't played with anyone yet, but I have played Anomia before. This one's just like the spicy version, like I said, so yes. Okay, so I realized before that you guys probably did not see the games that I was talking about when I was talking about this shelf, but yeah, I think the only thing that I got rid of here was QE. But moving down to this one, Wavelength, honestly, I could get rid of. I don't love it. I feel like not a lot of people, like this is not really a party game that we typically go towards. It does play, what does it play? 2 to 12 people, so it is a good one to bring out if you have a lot of people, but it's really, I don't know, it's hard to teach to people. Some people get like really confused by it, so I think I might actually just get rid of Wavelength. We don't play it often. It's never like one that we take out when my family comes over or when Francis' family comes over, so I think I am going to pass that one on. We also have Mind Management, which I feel like this is one that Francis was really excited about, and we played it a few times 2-player, and we still haven't played it at more than 2 players, so that's one that we really need to get to the table. Legacy of You is another one that I want to get back to the table as well. We have Villagers, Streets. I also have Moon that I need to get off the shelf of opportunity, so those ones I'm keeping. I really enjoy both of them. Race to the Raft I really enjoyed. Planted I love, and the fact that someone came up with a solo variant for Planted makes me so happy. So that's that. I also have Hues and Cues. Honestly, I could get rid of a lot of like party games because I don't really play too many party games anymore, but it is really nice to have them. So yeah, we do have Hues and Cues, and Categories is one of my family's favorites, so we'll keep that one. Athenium Mystic Library is one that I need to play more, and I feel like more people need to know about. I don't know if it's available a lot of places, but it is from Renegade Game Studios, so I don't know if it's in print anymore, but it's a great game. I also have Twilight Inscription, which is fantastic. And then Search for Planet X is staying. We got Dixit Disney, which is staying. Bullet Heart is one that I purchased off my friend Aiden, and I still have yet to play it, and I keep on forgetting that you can play this solo, so I would love to play this one solo at some point. A lot of people really love Bullet Heart solo, or I guess it's just called Bullet. We also have Downforce, which I think I might actually sell this one as well. Honestly, I'm not going to get much for it because it was $5 at Dollarama here in Canada, and honestly, since we got Heat, I don't think we're going to play Downforce very often, so yeah, got that. We also have Concept, another party game that is fun to get out when we have people over. We also have Sweet Mess, Pastry Competition, which is a newer one that I've really enjoyed. And we also have Dead of Winter, which is a classic horror game that I actually really enjoy. It is a cooperative game, but I really like it. So that one is staying, and that is everything for the shelf. So I just quickly did a clip of this middle section here. It's a little bit difficult to get on film with a tripod, so I just did it handheld, and I actually realized that none of these are being culled, so you guys will see those in B-roll right now while I'm talking, but all those games are staying. I like all of them. But we are on to this shelf right here. I need to start being more nitpicky with the things that I'm getting rid of, because we only have, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe that I'm calling so far. Not great. Okay, so all of these here are small box games. We have Similo, and Similo, which I do think initially I was going to get rid of History, but I didn't end up getting rid of it. But these are actually going to be included in that little project that I was talking about, so I'm going to take those off the shelf. Also, we have Fiction, which is an all-play game that I really enjoy. Scout, Gap, Dutch Blitz, Fuji Flush, Veggies. Veggies is a little card game. It's cute. Probably my favorite out of like the small box games from Lavalier. Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza, Tranquility. We have a few more Oink games that I enjoy. Seas of Strife, another Dutch Blitz. Was there something behind there? Oh, look at that. We got Cultist Chaos, which is actually a very fun game. I don't know why it was behind there. Do I have anything else behind there? Inheritors, like I said. Blind Business is another Lavalier small box game that I enjoy. We have Ohanami. Walkie Talkie is actually one from Lavalier that I didn't like as much, so I do think I'm going to get rid of that one. And then we also have Push, which actually Push is going to be part of that little project as well. I do think there might be a few other ones here. Like Dutch Blitz might be one of them, and Ohanami, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'll take those off after. So, next shelf here, we have Floriferous, which I enjoy. Herbaceous. I might have to get rid of Herbaceous. It's one that, compared to Floriferous, I just enjoy Floriferous over Herbaceous, and I've just been holding on to it because it is like a very like gardeny game. I just love the theme of it. I love the look of it, and I've just been holding on to it for like the sake of like the set of Floriferous and Herbaceous. But I do think I'm gonna have to give this one to a new home. We also have Sunset Over Water, which is another one from Pencil First that I really enjoy. We also have Alphabet Stoop, which is technically a, what do you call it? A prototype. But I think it was like a really good, pretty much finished prototype, so I'm going to keep that here. I also have Welcome to Your Perfect Home, which is one of my favorite roll and writes. We have Point Salad, Point City, Kites, Skyrockets, which is a new one coming from Floodgate Games. We also have Welcome to the Moon, which I actually recently started playing more of, and I've been loving. So that's good. We also have Dog Lover, which is from AEG. Love that one. Chakra, I recently discovered that there is a solo variant for this, so I really want to try that out and keep it in the collection, because I do think that Chakra is like a very, like, not a lot of people know about it, and I just love it so much. It's so beautiful, and yeah, it's just my like little hidden gem, I guess. So I like to keep that one. We have Seven Wonders Duel, again, another 2-player game that I do believe they have a solo variant for this, so I might want to look into that one, but that is a good one as well. Then we also have Goblin Vaults, which is a good one too. That can play 1 to 5 players. This actually does have a solo mode. I did not know that. Alright, so that's everything there. Moving down to this, you guys can still see this shelf. We have Parks, which I love. We're keeping that one. Pretty sure the Nightfall expansion's behind it. Tiger vs. Dragon, keeping that. We also have all 3 of the expansions or character boxes for paperback. So those are staying there. We have Biblios, Quill and Parchment, which I love. Three Sisters. Nanga Parbat, which is a fantastic 2-player game. If you guys do not know of this game, it is from Dr. Finn's Games. Definitely go check it out. It is available to play on BGA, but I really like it. It's a really, really good one. Like I said, it is a 2-player only game, so I don't get to play it often, but I do really want to play this with more people. So that is Nanga Parbat. And then Riverside is a fun one as well. Fleet the Dice game. Witchcraft, really good game. We also have, what is this? Oh, this is Charmed and Dangerous. This is pretty much all of my Garfield games, and you guys know that I will most likely be keeping all of them. We have Hadrian's Wall. I'm slowly losing my voice more and more. We got Architects with both of the expansions. We have Viscounts. We have Paladins with one of the expansions. All of those are staying. We have Calico, Junk Drawer, which Junk Drawer is a very fun, simple polyomino game. Really like that one. Also, Whatnot Cabinet and Rome. I think all of those are going to stay as well. Oh, I'm not doing very good, guys. I'm not getting rid of much. This is not good. I might have to take another pass through and actually get rid of more. This is bad. All right, so we are now back on the ground. And the next few shelves, I don't know how many of these I will be getting rid of. Honestly, not a ton. This is not good. This is not good. We have Bites, Terraforming Mars, Aerial Expedition, Seize the Bean, Coffee Roaster, Mythic Mischief, the other one, On Tour, the other one. We got Pollen, the final edition of that. I also have some of the expansions for Mythic Mischief in the back there. We have Trailblazers, Raw, Evolution, Another World. This one's technically a prototype, so I can probably put that into where all the other prototypes are. We have Azul, the Master Chocolatier, Megaland, Fit to Print, Honey Buzz, Haven, which again is another 2-player game that I've really enjoyed, and I think Francis also enjoyed it. And then we have Keystone North America, and then we also have Fun Fair. So I think all of those are staying. We have Sagrada, we got Strike, Tidal Blade Banner Festival. I do think that my friend Kat wants to play this, so maybe I will keep it for now. This is one that I've been wanting to get rid of for a while, which is Obscurio. I think I'm just gonna get rid of it now because I think it's been on the chopping block the last 2 times and we still have yet to play it, so that's going. We got Awkward Guests, Genotype, as well as Merchant's Cove, 3 different expansions for that, or 3 character boxes. Then we also have Quacks of Quedlinburg, the Alchemists expansion, which we got 3 years ago, I think, at this point, and we've still yet to play it. So I'm gonna see what Francis thinks about getting rid of this, but I think he got it for a birthday gift or something, and we still have yet to play it. So maybe I can convince him to play it with me so that we can see if we want to get rid of it or not. All right, so that is everything for this shelf. All right, so we're on to the last shelf and the main shelf. I will say that I do want to reorganize all of the games up top. I typically put a lot of the bigger games up top. So we have Dwellings of Eldervale, we have Gloomhaven, I have Obsession, which I randomly took off the shelf for some reason and then put up here. Also off screen, there's Island Something Shiny, as well as the Old King's Crown. So I really do want to take these off and reorganize. There's also Artisans of Splendid Vale, as well as Castles of Burgundy, and then a few other things up here randomly. But we are going to get into decluttering this shelf here. So the first game is 10 Penny Parks, which I do not want to get rid of. I really enjoy 10 Penny Parks. You can play it solo as well. Next is, I'm sure all of you have been waiting for this moment. This is Katan, and this has been in our collection ever since we started playing board games. This is actually Francis' copy of Katan, and he had it before we even met. And yeah, so we've also enjoyed playing Katan very, very much with Francis' family. We typically play 6-player games of Catan, and we just have loved it. We've made a lot of good memories with Francis' family playing Catan. But recently, there's been a little bit of a joke going on in the Board Game Garden community, and also a little bit over on like the Camp Co-op community, as well as like Alex and Meg from Board Game Co. and Devin from Devin Talks Tabletop. That little community there, there's a ongoing joke that everyone wants me to call Catan. So what ended up happening is at PAX, Alex, Meg, and Devin came together and they actually gifted me with 3D Catan, which I think this was in hopes. It was a very nice gift, which I'm freaking stoked about, because genuinely I really do enjoy Catan. It's just been a game that I've enjoyed with family for years, but it was kind of like a hopes that if we get Jenna 3D Catan, it'll be funny, because then she'll have to call her other Catan. But the funny thing is that we typically play, like I said, Catan with 6 players, and the 3D Catan only goes to 4 players. And in this box here, I do have these 5 to 6 player expansions. So technically I can't call Catan if we want to play 6 players, but I do think what's going to happen, and this is me right now saying I am going to call Catan. It is happening. It is no longer going to be in my collection, but I will be giving this copy of Catan to Francis' parents so that whenever we do want to play that 6-player Catan, it's normally with them. It's pretty much always with them, so they will have it. They can bring it, and we can play Catan as 6 players. So it's official. Jenna is calling Catan. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's happening. It's happening, everyone. All right, so now that I have officially called Catan, let's get back to the rest of the games, which the next one is Flamecraft. I think I said in my last calling video that I was gonna call this one eventually, but I don't know if I can. I love the look of Flamecraft way too much. You can play it solo. I do want to maybe explore it more solo. I just love the whole world that Sandara has made with these dragons and her art, and I just, honestly at this point, I'm just keeping it for the art because it is just beautiful. It is a wonderful game. It's just a little bit too simple for a lot of the people that I do play with, so maybe if I start playing this one, I can introduce it to maybe some more of my family, different things like that. Flamecraft is wonderful, and I'm just gonna keep it because I like it. Okay. Tapestry, we'll never get rid of Tapestry, love it. We also have Wayfarers of the South Tigris, which I love. I do want to eventually grab Scholars of the South Tigris because I think I would really enjoy that one as well. We also have Everdell, which honestly at this point I wouldn't mind getting rid of Everdell. It's one that we've had in the collection for a really long time. I don't love it. It typically takes a lot longer than I want it to, and if it was up to me, I would get rid of it, but I don't think that Francis would want to get rid of it, so I am going to keep it. I will kind of mention it to him, like, hey, would you be opposed to getting rid of Everdell? But we will see. Paint the Roses I love. Planet Unknown. I also have Between Two Castles of Mad King Ludwig and the expansion, which I do need to cover this expansion soon. This was sent to me by Stonemeyer, and this actually introduces solo to Between Two Castles and Mad King Ludwig. It's the Secrets and Soirees expansion. So yeah, it also adds up to 8 players. That's crazy. Okay, and then the other 4 all the way over there. I didn't want to talk all the way over there, but it's Wingspan, Takanoko, Moonrakers, and Broom Service? Yes, those 4 are not leaving. I like all of those very much. Over here, we have Now or Never, which I'm keeping, Near and Far, which I'm keeping, It's a Wonderful World, as well as the Wingspan expansion, the Oceania expansion there. Those are all being kept. Vivid Memories is one from Floodgate Games that I've considered getting rid of. I feel like there's not a ton of people that want to play this with me. I really enjoy it. Can I play this solo? Unfortunately, it has no solo mode. I think I meant to look to see if anyone has come up with a like fan-made solo. But yeah, I will call this for now, but if I can find a fan-made solo variant for it, I will keep it. But I just can't find anyone that wants to play with me. Makes me very sad. Viticulture, not getting rid of that. Guild of Merchant Explorers, I love. A dog has joined me, but like I was saying, I really enjoy the Guild of Merchant Explorers, and I really want to play it more solo. I feel like it's a great solo game, and I'm trying to think what my like other prompts are going to be for the solo, the Board Game Garden solo monthly thing. So maybe I can make that one work with one of the prompts. But yes, love Guild of Merchant Explorers. Miyabi, Arc Nova with the new expansion, which I haven't played the expansion yet. Need to do that. We have Spirit Island and Above and Below, which those are being kept. And we also have Illiterati and Dune Imperium. Those are also being kept. Okay, now I have to move you guys down because I have to show you the last two shelves. Right, Penny? Right. I love you. So I don't know why it looks so dark when I'm down here, but I don't know if you guys can see these here, but there is 3D Catan, Zoo Tycoon, the board game, the like final version of that. There's Endless Winter, as well as Oathsworn down here. I have not even opened Oathsworn yet. It kind of scares me, but we will see if I end up jumping into that with some friends. But those are just stacked there for now. But as for these two shelves right here, we got Creature Comforts, which I am keeping. Obviously, I love Creature Comforts. We have Barcelona, which I've been really enjoying, Heat, The Fox Experiment, Redwood, Batoku, Potions of Azurland. This is actually a prototype, so I technically can put that off somewhere else, but I really enjoyed Potions of Azurland. We also have, this is an empty box, but this is Sleeping Gods Tides of Ruin, which I'm actually going to keep that off the shelf because I unfortunately do think that I'm going to be getting rid of Sleeping Gods. I don't know what happened with Francis and I's first play of Sleeping Gods, but it was just not as good as I was hoping for it to be. It was just a lot more challenging, and I don't know. I just feel like we will not be able to get it back to the table. It just kind of let me down a little bit, which makes me sad. But yeah, I just know that it'll be very, very difficult for me to get this to the table again, just knowing all of the games and all of the campaigns that I do have to try to play. I just don't know if this is going to be able to get back to the table, just because it just didn't hit as well as I wanted it to in the first play, and you know, it just happens. So yes, unfortunately, we're going to have to move Sleeping Gods along, but I do know that I'll be able to get it to someone that will enjoy it a lot more and be able to get it to the table more. I just have way too many games coming in that I just can't have it there waiting for us. I just feel bad having it there waiting to be played, hoping to be played, but most likely not being played. So yes, that is Sleeping Gods. I'm so sad about that one. That one's hard. Oof. But I also have over here Bark Avenue, which I love, Mysterium, as well as Forgotten Waters, and then we have Underwater Cities, Astra, Cartographers, and Merchants of the Dark Road. Those are all ones that we love. And then over here we have Concordia with the Solitaria expansion. This is one of my favorite games of all time. This right here is one that I knew I wanted to get rid of as well. This is Viticulture World. Unfortunately, I am going to have to move that one along as well. I enjoyed the first few plays that we did of it, but it is extremely challenging, and just as someone that doesn't love cooperative games, I think I just prefer playing Viticulture competitively and solo. So yeah, maybe if I tried to do the Viticulture World solo, that would be better. Maybe I should try to play that solo before I get rid of it. But yeah, it was just so challenging. And I do love the things that they added with Viticulture World, but just overall, I just prefer Viticulture with the Tuscany expansion. All right, so that was that. Barren Park, I love. Earth, love. Camelot is a good one. Taverns of Tiefenthal is another one, again, that I was going to call last time, and we have not played since. And I still kind of want to get rid of it, and I feel like last time I was doing this live, and I'm not doing this live right now, so I think I might actually get rid of Taverns of Tiefenthal. My friend Donna has it, so like if I ever want to play Taverns of Tiefenthal, I know I can play it because she has it. So I think I'm okay with just getting rid of it. This is hard, but I have to do it. Have to do it, guys. I need to pare down this collection. Alchemists is one I've had in my collection for a very long time, and I want to play it again so badly. But it is such a hard one to teach to people, but it's gonna happen. It's on my one of my challenges for this year, so I have to do that one. I also have Lost Ruins Varnak, Decorum, I love, and then also, this is another one. Oh boy, this is where all of the crazy calling is happening, guys. Meadow. I don't want to do it. It's so pretty. I love having games in the collection just to look at, you know? They're so beautiful. But I won't play it. Honestly, I wanted to like Meadow so much, but just the general gameplay of Meadow, I just ended up not loving. I actually bought myself the base game of Meadow for my birthday last year, and I was gifted the Meadow Downstream expansion, and I played with both of them, and it just didn't work for me. So sadly, the base game's over here. I am gonna have to move these along to someone that will enjoy them more, which, like, I never expected me to ever get rid of Meadow, or just, I would never expect me to not like Meadow, but it really shows that it's not all in the artwork, and sometimes the most beautiful artwork in a game, the gameplay just does not work for you, and sometimes the most awful, hideous artwork, the gameplay works for you and you really enjoy. A perfect example of that is Concordia. I hate the way Concordia looks, but I love the way it plays. And sadly, it's the opposite for Meadow for me, where I love the way it looks. The gameplay just didn't sing for me. So yeah, unfortunately we're getting rid of Meadow, which I never thought would happen. Also, as much as Francis probably doesn't want to do this, I am going to put this in the call pile. This is the original Pandemic. I cannot see me playing that one ever again, but if he wants to keep it in the collection, I am more than willing to allow him to keep that in the collection. We also have Quest for El Dorado, which is amazing. Maracaibo, Quacks of Quedlinburg, Critter Kitchens, which technically this one is a prototype, but it's a really nice prototype, so I'm just going to keep that on the shelf until I get a final version of it. And then lastly, over here, I have Dale of Merchants, the entire collection, which I am loving and will be keeping. There's also Maglev Metro, which I want to play a few more times, but there's a possibility that I might get rid of that one. And then also Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. Hi, Penny. Are you stuck? Are you stuck in here? Hi! I don't know if you guys can see her, but she wanted some belly rubs. But anyways, yes, I believe that is going to be everything for this call. Let me get all of this stuff up on the table, and then I will show you guys. I think Francis is eating dinner upstairs. I will show you guys all of the stuff that I am calling. Alright friends, so this is the finished pile of games that I will be calling. I have not showed Francis these, so I don't know if there's any that he will say absolutely not, but this is my pile for now. Honestly, it's not as good as I thought it was going to be, but honestly, I did do a call like, I don't even know, 3 months ago, so I shouldn't be surprised. I already went through my collection not too long ago, and I did not get rid of anything more there, so I guess this is okay. I guess I like board games a lot, and it's really hard for me to get rid of them, but I'm trying, and this makes me feel a little bit better. Honestly, the whole putting all of my unplayed games over there and really making that separate from my collection is helping, and I feel like that will make a huge difference in my like overwhelm level, I guess. But yeah, that is everything for today's video. If you enjoyed, give this video a big thumbs up. Also hit the subscribe button down below if you've yet to do so. We'd love to have you here in the garden. And for those of you wondering what I do with these games, typically, like I mentioned, a few of these I will be giving to family and friends and stuff like that. And then some of them I do sell on Facebook Marketplace, but for the most part, I do just gift them to people around me. So yeah. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Remember, you are somebody's reason to smile, and I will see you in the next board game video. Bye, friends!